righty, y'all. Welcome in to the Watch for the Hook Business and Entrepreneur Podcast. Michael Parker here with the lovely.
Hey, it's Tatiana.
Hey, y'all. We just want to let y'all know that we got some brand new apparel at www.watchfor, the number 4 the hook.com. Come by and check out the Hook Got Me, but it didn't stop me. Green Island Divide t-shirt. It was basically conceived by our youngest child, Talia Parker.
It was
So,
created, not conceived,
she was conceived in,
or conceptualized.
just about the same thing, ain't it, too?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Well, come by www.watch4, the number 4, the hook.com, and find that right now for you. So, Miss Parker,
What's that?
as we are out here hitting them up on the Watch for the Hook Wednesdays, what are we going to talk to people about today?
Well, first of all, before you even get to this topic, I just want to say I believe my intros are better than yours. Yeah, your intros
That's
suck
fine.
compared to mine. But on Watch for the Hook Wednesday, as in this particular Wednesday, we're going to talk about the speed of the boss setting the pace of the team.
So when you say speed of the boss, you ain't talking about running, right?
No, sir.
All right.
Think of it in owner mode.
All right, bet. So we talking about how ownership can set the pace
Yeah,
for how the
yeah.
business can operate.
Expectations.
Got you, got you. So for us, with us being the owners and operators of Watch for the Hook apparel line, how would you consider our speed, our pace?
Um, I think our speed and pace is, I think it's quick. I think we've learned not to sprint. Um, it's cautious, but it's making sure you move in the moment. It is anticipatory guidance, if you will,
Okay,
for other individuals that we actually work with that eventually create a team,
got you.
or even between me and you.
So what you're basically saying is that a great owner will listen to their subordinates, supervisors, teammates, things like that. Because
Yeah,
basically, me and you, we play off each other.
we do. We really do.
So, and as being a good owner, you want to be like, hey, you want input
You do.
from those people who are working in your organization.
No, you don't want input. You need input.
That fact,
Input is a must.
exactly. And so, when you're talking about the speed, you said it's not a sprint,
No.
but some people think I got to hit hard and fast straight out the gate.
That has its pitfalls.
Yeah, it's like everything else. It's
Yeah.
got its ups and downs.
It has its ups and its downs. If you can weather that storm, then fine. But if that hitting hard came as a detriment to you, then you better be able to what? Have that parachute and pull that parachute plug, which is what we just talked about in a previous episode.
Exactly. So what you're talking about is, you know, I got this grandiose idea,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be a big thing. And then it's a
Yep.
the owner then has to help his team understand how to make that still work for them,
Yeah.
even though they're expecting a bang.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that expectation. So if something like that happens and the owner or the boss is very hum ho about it, about the whole encounter or the situation, then that energy is gonna kind of transcend through everybody that you're dealing with.
So not everybody gonna be ho humming.
Everybody ho humming.
But the bad thing about it, when you ho humming behind something that didn't hit, that ho humming can lead to more ho humming.
Yeah.
But you ain't trying to ho hum. You trying to move. You
Yeah.
trying to move. Get out the way.
Get my
Out
track
the
right there.
way. Get out the way.
Get
Because I
my track.
mean, as a business, you have to have what? Traction.
You do.
And traction only comes from the wheel turning.
That's right.
If your wheel ain't turning, it ain't moving.
It's not, but it's also very important to remember that not a single soul is going to put in the energy into a project that the owner will. So that goes back to that speed and setting that pace, setting that expectation, that level of interaction, that level of engagement, input. It goes back, all of that creates that steam ball.
Exactly. Speaking of input, you know, we would love for you all just to send us some of your ideas or
Yeah.
recommendations or, you know,
Good,
feedback.
bad, ugly.
Yeah, all that. Hit us up at admin@watch4, the number 4, thehook.com. So just send us a hey, good to see y'all guys, or great to hear y'all guys, or keep up the good work, or just be like, hey man, you know, I'm a business owner or proposed business owner, and I got a question. I got this idea in my
Yeah,
head.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
what do
Let's
you all
talk
think about
about it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would love to hear that. Something we haven't talked about that has kind of hit home with you. Um, and maybe you want to hear feedback on that. Hey, hit us up. Let us know. Let's talk about it because we probably didn't encountered it too.
exactly. So once again, that's at admin at
Yeah.
watch for the number 4, thehook.com. So Mr. Booker was sitting there just telling us about, you know, what an owner put out will be received by whomever is dealing with them.
Yeah.
So if you're putting out that low grade energy,
Low
that
E.
that low E,
Low E.
that low E gonna be expected from everybody.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna get back.
So you gotta understand as an owner, we're talking about you set the pace. And so this is the thing. So let's use it like NASCAR. You know, I know black folks trying to get in NASCAR and understand it
We say we trying.
because everybody just turned left.
Trying.
Hey, I used to watch it as a kid. I'm just telling you, man. Racing is different. All they do is turn left. So it's like it's a
Right.
sport or not. I'm like, hey, bro, they trapped in the car for 4 hours.
Wait, is
And
it
it's
that?
hot. Yeah, it's
I
racing
see. I
3.5,
never watched it
4 hours.
because after they turn left 4 times, they are clearly back where they started.
Yeah, they just
So
keep
I'm
turning left.
over it.
They
I'm
just keep
over it.
turning left. So before the race start, there is a pace car that is in front of everybody
Yeah,
until they say on your mark, get set, then go. And then it's a free for all.
yeah,
So the go is they're launching.
yeah.
You've had a pace car in front of you.
Yes.
The pace car, the pace was set by the owner of what they're expecting their company to do when they get ready to launch.
Yep.
And so let's just be honest. If you ho humming at the pace, like, oh, this lunch gonna be it's gonna be all right.
Or we gonna see what
We gonna
happens
see
or
what
any of
happens.
that stuff. Like what?
Then the car's engines, your employees aren't revved enough
Nope.
to be ready to
And I'm not gonna
go.
want to get real. I'm like, why I'm getting real? This ain't my shit.
Yeah, this shit ain't popping
This
no
ain't mine.
way.
Like I just want my paycheck.
Yeah, but no, but you gotta have that mentality as an owner. We the best thing since sliced
That's
bread,
right.
even though we on the bread aisle. Listen, folks, y'all gonna understand about that bread aisle one day. Y'all hit me up at admin at watch for the number 4 thehook.com. See if you want to know about that bread aisle.
You are crazy. You are absolutely crazy.
So as the pace car has now dropped, the race has now started. The
Yep.
owner is in the pole position. The pole position is the first car. I mean, he number one.
Yeah.
If the pole position car drops to 5th place after the first lap,
Wait, what'd you say drops the
if you went from first to 5th in the first lap,
trash?
they gonna wonder. Your employees are now looking at you like, "Hey, boss,
Right.
what
What's
the
going
energy at?
on? Yeah.
What the speed at?" Yeah. Because that means now that somebody has gotten in front of you
Yep.
in your business on setting the pace of your business.
Now you exuding low E.
That is very detrimental
It is.
because what we've seen in businesses, and I mean, I'm just telling you, man, there's hundreds of thousands of these stores out there. There was somebody that worked for a company who outpaced the owner, who then branched off, started their own company, and put them out of business.
Hey. Hey.
That is what capitalism is, people.
I'm gonna provide what you can, what you want.
Exactly. I'm going to provide the energy you're not willing to
Yeah.
expend
Yeah.
in your own
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take the ideas that I
Yep.
learned from your business. I'm going to start my own business.
Yep.
And I'm going to outpace your sorry, lazy butt.
Yep.
And then I'm going to turn around flip you the bird and put you out of business.
Steal your customers.
Did you hear what she said? Take your shit. All of it. And people don't think it ain't happening because I'm going to tell you, whew, you do a little bit of that research, and a lot of these companies, I mean, hell, if you ever played Monopoly,
Not Monopoly.
Monopoly is the cornerstone of setting pace.
You know what? Hang on. We were playing Monopoly over Christmas break, and it was a whole hot mess. I was like, this is some trash. I want my money back.
Because you lost your money.
I was losing my money.
You didn't set the pace.
I was messing
Somebody
with
beat you to the
Yeah,
pace.
yeah. I think it was my own daughter. That's okay.
Beat you to the pace.
Yeah, that's
Because
okay.
then when they set the pace, you playing what? Catch up.
And that's exactly what I was about to say. Well, now you got to try to catch up or keep up. What we doing?
And then on top of the catch up and the keeping up, what happens? You're expending time, money, finances, resources. All those you may not have.
And right, and let me tell you something else you're doing. You're working harder, not smarter, because the person you're trying to keep up with is clearly working smarter.
Facts. And guess what they did? They made you hurt your business.
Shoot ya. You out here
Because,
shelling out OT and all this mess.
because they beat you setting the pace as
Yeah.
an owner. They have now made you go out of your way to try to
Mhm.
catch them. And now you have done what? Hurt your business.
Yeah, you have. You
And,
absolutely have.
and people don't even understand. That is some of the things behind setting the pace. If somebody else sets the pace for your business, you are in trouble as an owner.
Yes, you are. You're behind the eight ball. You're behind the curve.
You cannot function properly
No.
if you are playing catch up from the go.
Yeah, catch up or keep up.
And I'm gonna tell you, we talked about this in another episode. You don't have to play competition with everybody.
You don't. We literally just did an episode about that.
And you're like, but Michael, bro, you just sit there and say it. But you got to keep up with everybody. But you got to understand, keeping up with yourself as a business is not the same as keeping up with the competition.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So you got to understand the pace. If somebody in your company is setting the pace better than you, the owner, that is not you being in competition with somebody else.
No.
That's not you being in competition with another service
No.
or another service provider. That is you being in competition with your own employee
Yeah.
who is kicking your ass,
Who got you out there looking bad, exposing you?
exposing
They
you,
exposing you.
and so reassuring themselves.
Yeah.
So they're like, if
And
I,
getting looks from other people.
so they turn around and say, I can run your shit, why I can't run
Yep.
mine?
Yep. Exactly.
And then you turn around and now you have competition.
Yes, now you got some competition.
You see how they go?
And they know how you think, they know how you move.
Exactly. So they taking your ideas, they taking your mishaps, they're
Yep.
taking the things you screwed
Gonna
up on,
fix it. They're gonna fix it.
and they said, I ain't gonna do that dumb stuff. Because I told them in the meeting in August 8th, 2019, not to do that dumb shit.
That's what I was finna say. They gonna be like, and I told they dumb ass not to do it.
Exactly. So they gonna take the shit that they told you not to do.
Yep.
They gonna go not do it.
Yep. Do something better.
Do something better. And now they are your competition.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So do you see how that works?
And they come out the gate outpacing you.
And now you've been screwed over 2 times.
Yep.
Your pay screwed.
Yep.
Your employees looking at you crazy. And now you're trying to keep up with the competition.
Yep.
Oh, that's 3 times. My bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's three.
Three.
Your math ain't math.
You may be just
That's a lot though. Like that is absolutely a lot. Like the pace that's set for you to stay in control with that cool, calm, collected type vibe, that's also gonna reflect on ROI.
return on your investment.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna reflect on all of that. Because again, if you're expending and you're expending improperly, then it's gonna reflect in your ROI. You're not gonna be getting back. So now you back trying to redo everything.
And your ROI fix your bottom line.
Yeah, so you don't have a clear vision of how to move forward and how to move next.
And what we seen in, let's just call it spade a spade, some of these big businesses, when they do massive layoffs, you know what happened? Their ROI was off.
Yeah, someone right. Some didn't do what it was supposed to do, and somebody didn't catch it quick enough.
Because right now, let's just be honest, that's if you're any type of sports person or media, anything, y'all see what's happening over there at ESPN and Disney and ABC and all them folks. ESPN done laid off thousands of people. You don't lay off thousands of people because
A bad quarter.
yeah, bad quarter. No, you projected so far in advance,
Yeah, it's 5
and
and 10-year projections.
and the money that you're now putting in is nowhere near that.
It won't get you out the hole.
The owners overset their own pace.
Yep.
And so now what you have to do is what they call layoffs. And that's what you do. Like people don't understand that. You as an owner oversetting your pace, undersetting your pace,
Yeah.
that's how you hurt your company.
But also a good way to make sure you're staying tapped in and in tune is going back to what we said in the very, very beginning. Being aware and conscientious of that input. Don't let that input fall on deaf ears because I guarantee you, somebody else saw this happening.
More than one person
Exactly.
told them you did too much.
Yeah.
You expected too much.
Or you're not doing enough.
What they did was they projected numbers based on consumer reports,
Yes, but you need to have somebody watching them trends.
watching the
Yeah,
consumers.
watch the trends.
Because Ms. Parker just told them they took a shot in the dark
Mhm.
and they missed.
Yep.
And as an owner, you missing that shot cost people their job.
It does. You need to look and see, this is my world right here, so I ain't even gonna open these
Come
cans.
on, girl. Bring us into this
You need
full transparency.
you
We need this.
this is when you start looking at averages. You look at year over year trends. You look at month over month trends. You look at year end rates, and you look at midpoint and year end targets. You start looking at that 1 and 2 years going back. It's gonna tell you like how you need to project if you're gonna meet the marks or not, whether or not you even need to focus your energy on it. Is it gonna take too much energy for you to hit these small goals? Will you only be able to hit this one small goal and you only have 2 quarters of the year left? Like it's things like that you have to like constantly keep in your mind. And an owner is not going to be able to be that granular. If a owner is able to be that granular, that's another problem.
That means he's doing too much
You
damn
doing
work.
you doing too much.
That means you have not hired
Yeah.
or you could not hire.
You ain't expanded or scaled.
You ain't scaled up enough
Yeah.
or you're not trustworthy enough of your employees.
Yeah. Oh, that's right there.
Trustworthy
Yeah.
enough of your
Yeah.
employees,
Yeah.
which means you hired people you didn't trust to do the job.
Or you just think everything you do is right. No one else can do it, duplicate or replicate.
What do we say? Check your ego at the
You
door.
need to check it at the door. So if an owner is able to be that granular and they have an actual team beneath their belt, that's an issue. But also, if they're not able to see these numbers, numbers are telling. Data tells you everything you need to know. If you're not able to see that, that's a problem. That means you're not tapped in.
Mm.
You're just letting shit fly across your desk. Or
You're too busy doing other shit.
that's exactly what I was about to say. You're not like aware of your surroundings, or you're just simply not paying attention to it. Either way, all of that combined is an issue. Rely on your team.
So the speed of an owner,
Yeah.
the pace. What Miss Parker just sat there and told you was like 6, 7 things.
Probably
The,
too much.
the owner outpaced himself again, or herself, or themselves. They sat there and they made certain mistakes. And that's one thing Watch for Hook is cool with talking about.
Child, we talk about a mistake,
We
honey.
will tell you about the mistakes we have done, but I'm gonna tell you, some of these mistakes out here, I would not mind having at times.
Yeah.
And I say at times because some of these mistakes are from scaling up.
Yeah.
Listen, when I hear a multi-billion-dollar company having problems, let me tell you, shit.
I like
Let
the
me
multi-billion.
yeah, let me tell you. I know some folks that would trade to have them problems.
But when you
I'll take your problems, multi-billionaire person.
yeah.
Let me take your problems off your hand, because I'll be like, oh, I can fix this shit real quick. I give you these low budget problems. They'll fix these low budget problems if you want some problems. You want some problems.
You know it.
Multi-millionaires, you got some problems. Listen, come get some of these low skill problems.
So
I trade places with you.
low budget.
Let me give you some of these low budget products. Low budget trying to find that.
My low budget, no budget, bro.
Hey, listen, Mr. Multi-billionaire said, I got issues, man. I got issues.
No
And
budget.
I promise you, I tell my wife this all the time. I know folks trade to have your problems every day of the week.
Right.
I know people that would trade to be like, shit, I got to try to record on a Sunday to put it out on a Wednesday. Some folks out here trying to figure out how to keep a roof over their head.
That's true. That's
So I'm
true.
telling you, when I say the pace, the setting of the pace by our owner is different.
Yeah.
You gotta understand. Like, we talking real talk. Like, you gotta understand. These things that Miss Parker just ran on, I'm
I'm
telling you.
sorry, I went
No,
on
no,
a
no, 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 no,
tangent. You
no,
know I
no,
be
no, no.
going on tangents.
No, but I loved it because she sat there and gave y'all so many hidden gems. She like, what they did was you did too much, too little, not enough, and
Yeah.
all the things in between at the same time.
Ignored half of it. Yeah.
Exactly. You saw the numbers come across your desk. You read the facts and the figures, and you said they bullshit.
Right.
One thing about it, that black and white is
Showed
gonna
up.
be what? Black and white. And it's gonna stay there. Because Ms. Parker said and told you, some folks had already seen the trouble coming.
Yep.
They had already seen they outpaced themselves, or they had set the pace too slow. And they were like, ooh, how do I fix it? So they thought they're gonna rev it up real hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Mm.
fix as fast 3 times as long. And then the foot was shot,
Yeah.
and they still screwed themselves because they didn't pay attention to what was in front of them.
That's right. That's right. You have to pay attention.
There's an apparel owner. One of the greatest thing an apparel owner will always have is what his customers.
Yep.
You can't sell jack diddly squat if ain't a soul buying.
That's right.
Some of the things we talked about and showed you, we was like, man, this is a great idea. But did the idea come from us or our customers? You got to understand,
Right.
as a business owner, listen to who you are trying to tap into.
Yeah.
That's part of setting the pace. Go out there, let's just say I sell tea. I've been selling tea for 7 years, and the next day I drop a coffee line. Man, did your customers ask you for goddamn coffee? Because if they didn't, why the hell is you selling coffee? You know
Yeah.
why? Because your ego told you coffee close to tea.
It's so hilarious. Like, stop. And some people think that offering, just like what you said, offering more products is going to fix the problem. No, you just made the problem bigger. You know what? I honestly have our next topic for our next episode.
Well, tell me off air.
I'm gonna tell you off air, but I got it because I just saw it earlier. I was like, "Oh, we got to talk about this." But yeah, no, offering more products to the same 10 people, that's not gonna fix your problem, y'all.
Shit, they got 10.
Oh well, I'm just
We got
being generous.
we got 10.
I'm being generous.
Listen, I ain't got no problem putting myself in the same category as everybody else. Because one thing I done learned is, if any of you think you better than something,
Shoot.
you gonna be less than nothing.
Yep.
I'll tell you one of the biggest stories I ever got taught was in brand development. And I said we already got a brand, and I was
That's
swiftly,
what I was talking
I
about.
was,
So you
I
go.
was swiftly showed.
No, you
No, you don't.
no, you don't.
And I was like, damn.
But that's cool. We were receptive to that feedback.
Yes.
We needed that feedback, and
Man.
that's why we love her now.
Yep. And that's why we always gonna be watching for the hook.
That's right. That's
Because
right.
you don't know where that hook comes
You
from.
sure don't. Michael, we've been running our mouth. We done went all off on a tangent today.
Well, Miss Parker,
You can take
listen.
us out.
Okay. Oh, it's me this time.
Yeah. You brought us in, so I'll let you take us out.
Okay. All right. So check this out.
Give us something good. People something good.
So I'm gonna tell you like this. You set the pace, but you cannot be the only one running that race.
Ooh.
Catch you next time.